How's it going, folks? Josh here with Sleeve the Chaos, and welcome back to another exciting episode of From My TCG Collection Tiers, A Beard's Tale, where I show off what I'm selling on my eBay and I'm shipping out today. And on this channel, I also like to cover some other Pokemon hobby-related topics. Generally speaking, as me being a reseller, I usually cover some sort of reselling topic. And today, that's not going to be any different. We're going to cover how to pack your Pokemon cards. That's right. You've made your sale. You've gotten your Pokemon cards together. You've gotten all the things you need to sell Pokemon cards. You've gotten your scanner. You've gotten your printer. You've gotten all the different sleeves you need, your top loaders. You've gotten all of your different labels and everything you need. But now it's time to actually ship that card out. And how do we do that? Well, we can do that a few different ways. Depending on the card value, depending on the total sale, we have a few different processes we do to ship out different cards. And then, of course, at the end of this, I'll cover my eBay sales for the day. So if this is something you think you're into, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And at the end of this, make sure you hit that subscribe as well. And let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you'll need to do is go ahead and print out packing slips. And for that, we've got one for eBay and one for TCGplayer, just so I can show you the different processes that you do for the different selling sites like TCGplayer and eBay. I went ahead and crossed out all the personal information on this stuff, so hopefully nothing gets out there. Now, first what I like to do is I like to go ahead and cut myself a little template so I can make a pocket with these packing slips. Now, this is just how I like to pack my orders. There is no right way to pack your orders, but there are wrong ways. Let that be clear. There are definitely wrong ways to pack Pokemon card orders or any sort of TCG card orders, but there are no right ways. You know what I mean? There are plenty of really great ways to go and pack them. So now I've got those cut. We'll go ahead and move the TCGplayer one out of the way, and we'll just focus on the eBay order here. And for that, I'll go ahead and use the real Pokemon card going out with this order. We've got interviewers' questions. Awesome older card. This is Undaunted, or I can't remember that set symbol, but it's a really older card. Awesome stuff for sure. And for this order, because it's just one card, it's my eBay order, I definitely always make sure I use a penny sleeve. All of my cards go out in a penny sleeve for sure on eBay. Every single individual card goes out in a penny sleeve on eBay. I don't treat TCGplayer that way, but on eBay I definitely do. Unless it's like multiple of the same basic card. Like if this was 3 non-hollow Charizards from Obsidian Flames, I would just go ahead and probably put all 3 of them into one sleeve. And if I can manage it, I'll even put up to 3 in a top loader. So I definitely put 2 cards in the top loader. I'll just put 2 sleeves. I'll have them back to back so that the customer can see them in the top loader. And that's how I would put them in there. But today we're just going to do the one. So we put the 1 card in the top loader, get it set in there, got that all set. And then what I would do is I would go ahead and get this attached to the packing slip. And for me, because I understand how this slip's going to go through the mail, I'm going to have this folded over and folded over like that. And this is going to be my top of my envelope. And knowing that, I want to make sure I have the top of my card at the top of my envelope. Because I feel like when it goes through the mailing process, when I've seen some of these get returned to me, because you do get a return from time to time, that I've done hundreds of orders now, actually close to about 1,000 orders now on eBay. But you're going to get a return from time to time. And I feel like I've noticed that the back of the envelope gets a little more beat up than the front. So I like to make sure that I try to have the back of the card on the back of the envelope. And for that, I'll put the card face down. And when I flip it, it'll make it correct. And then what I like to do is I take a little sticker, a little thank you for supporting my small business. This is actually just super cheap, super easy way for me to have a piece of tape basically that doesn't look unclean. And I'll fold over the flaps here, creating myself a little pocket for the card to set in. And I'll go ahead and cinch those real tight and put the sticker on. And when I cinch those real tight, it applies pressure down onto the top loader. And it makes it to where the card is not so easily to shift in the top loader. That's been the way that I've experienced this. I think that this is really working very well for me. I have shipped hundreds and hundreds of cards out doing this process now. And I haven't had any sort of customer ever come out and say that they didn't get their card properly, like it was damaged or whatever because of how I packed it. I've got almost 1,700 reviews on eBay, and they're all 100% positive reviews, so I'm doing something right. So then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and fold this over. I have my my lines where I do everything. As you can see, I cut it right at below that line there. I have a line in my head up here that's usually right around this information. I'll kind of fold it right there. That'll be right about halfway. fold it over, and you go ahead and put it in an envelope, seal that bad boy up. And then don't make this mistake and flip it over and put your label on the front. No. We're going to put our label on the back. That's going to create another additional spot where it's going to be nice and secure. And we'll just use a blank label just so to show you what it looks like. Then I'll just place it right here in the middle. And that is essentially, although it wasn't so clean because I'm kind of far away to do this filming, but that is essentially the sealed envelope ready to go out. Card is safe, it's protected, it's not going to go anywhere. And this is how I ship all of my eBay orders that are under $20 cards, or the whole order is under $50. Anything that is over a $20 card or over an entire order of $50, eBay is going to make you upgrade to ground shipping. But like I said, this is the best way to ship a stamp envelope, and this is going to be 74 cents. On eBay with their stamped envelope, this is going to be 74 cents. You're going to be able to get this tracked with tracking for 74 cents. Best way to ship. Best service by far. eBay really did well by getting this service going for them. Now, how would I do a multiple card order on eBay? Well, I get my cards. Let's say I did one of my buy 3, get 1 frees. So I get my 4 cards out, make sure to get those all individually sleeved. Now, granted, all my cards in my eBay inventory are sleeved for the most part, except for cards that I have multiples of the same listing on. I go ahead and have to pull those out and put them in their own sleeve. So I wouldn't have had to have done this, but we'll do that for camera. So I've got them all sleeved. And like I said, I'll put 2 in the top loader. So we'll do them front to back. Go ahead and get them both in the top loader. Give them little taps to the counter. And there you go. That's all set and done. And then we'll take the other 2 cards. We'll place them on the back. Maybe I'll put the best of the 4 cards in the front. I usually try to put the better cards in the top loader. And then we'll put all 4 of those in a team bag. And then because this customer has likely spent a little bit more money, I will also include a sticker. For certain orders over a certain threshold value, I go ahead and include a sticker. This one will be no different, so I'll go ahead and put my sticker right in the team bag with it. This does add a little bit more weight to the package, but that's okay. It's not going to be too much anyways. I can generally do this right here with about 6 cards before I have to increase the ounce weight on the package. I'll be able to ship 5 to 6 cards like this with the 74 cents. After 6 cards, we can still do this process just like this. It won't be too thick, up to 8 cards, I think. But at that 8 cards, you'll have to increase the ounce, and you'll have to pay, I think it's $1.03 to do the 2 ounces on eBay. But then I would seal this up, I would fold it over, seal that up, and that would be a done deal. I would put that in the envelope the same exact way. I would put it so that the cards were facing up in the envelope at the end of it and everything, and send that out exactly how I showed the other process. TCGplayer is a little different. TCGplayer, I don't give as much attention to TCGplayer for sure. People are not on there shopping from me. They're on there just trying to get the best price, the cheapest price, and I just happen to be that guy. So I'm not giving them as much love as I would give my eBay orders. I don't send out stickers for them or anything. I do use my thank you stickers because those are just cheap. I don't even know what I paid for them. Probably a half a penny, a quarter of a penny a piece. Like, it was probably something really crazy cheap. I bought like 5,000 of them or something. I don't know. It was crazy how many I have. Maybe it was 500. I think it was 500. So I've got my packing slip. And what I'll do for this, I'll do my same process, but a little different. I generally, if it's a multiple card order, like this one has 8 cards we have going out, anything that's got like 6 or 7 cards going out, I generally probably won't use a top loader in that. The cards are pretty rigid without a top loader that way. So what I'll do, I'll get my cards, and like I said, this one's an 8 card order, so I'll get my 8 cards. Generally, these will be loose. I will not put these in individual sleeves. I will put them all in one sleeve together. Sleeve was upside down, go figure. So they're all in one sleeve together. They're pretty snug that way. So I go ahead and put those in the top loader. I'm going to fold the top loader over and go ahead and seal it shut, assuring myself that I try to get it as snug as I can. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold over this extra flap here, doing the same thing, trying to get it as snug as I can. Go ahead and tape that shut. Got my thank you sticker on there, so that's all nice and sealed. Appreciate your customer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here the same exact way as I did the eBay order, except we have to do it backwards because of how you have to fold it. We're going to do it on the back. So it'll be the same thing. We're going to put the card down. We pull our stuff over, get our little pocket going, fold that over. And then we've got our customer's information right here. And for this one, for a TCGplayer order, we use window envelopes. I'll go ahead and put that in there. So got the customer's information there on the window. We'll go ahead and seal this shut. Also put a piece of tape on it. I'd usually go ahead and pre-stamp my envelope. I have my little stamp on there, my return address. I'll get my stamps on here. This one, because it's only 8 cards, I'll only need 1 ounce stamp. I'll only need 1 forever stamp. Once you get to 10, 12 cards though, you'll definitely have to go ahead and add on that extra ounce stamp. But this will definitely ship no problem with the regular just forever stamp. No problem. And then, so how do I do multiple card orders on TCGplayer? So I can ship up to 45 cards in a stamped envelope. And for that, what we're going to do is we'll have our packing slip. I'm just going to use a piece of paper for this one. We're going to get our 45 cards out, and we're going to put them into stacks of 15. All right, so now that we've got our stacks of 15, I'm not going to put these in a penny sleeve. I'm just going to go ahead and put these right in the team bags just like they are. Same process that we did before. We'll seal these up. Usually I probably get these a little tighter, but I'm awkwardly away from these cards to get this camera position that I have. Let's seal that up. Get the next stack done. Perfect. And then these stickers even came in different colors too. I have a pink one as well. All right, so I got my 3 stacks there, my 3 stacks of 15. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to secure them to the packing slip. I found that I can just kind of put one piece of tape on the bottom and the top of all 3 at the same time, and that's worked out pretty well for me. Go ahead and fold this over, fold that over, and we'll have our customer's information will be here on the top once we've made these folds. We'll get that into one of our windowed envelopes, get that sealed. Definitely want to make sure you kind of pull this back a little bit to help really get it closed up good. And this is going to need 2 extra ounce stamps. So you'll have your forever stamp and 2 more extra ounce stamps, the school bus stamps. And this will be able to pass right through, no problem. This should be under 3 ounces. And this is going to be the best way you can ship up to 45 cards through TCGplayer. All right, I hope that helps everybody with their packing journey a little bit. And let's go ahead and see what we had going on eBay, what I'm going to be packing up today myself. All right, let's go ahead and start off with TCGplayer, and then we'll move into eBay where my better stuff's at. As usual, TCGplayer is just going to be somewhere I post a lot of my bulk stuff, my bulkiest of bulk stuff, stuff that's just going to be playable, stuff that people need to master set. It's not going to have any of my higher end cards or my better in bulk, all that stuff I like to put on eBay. So we just like to fan through these real quick, just to kind of give everybody an idea. We did have a little full art trainer going out. I do post some things on there, EX. This EX is blowing up, this Dragapult. I just sold this thing for $2. I think there's some really big decks right now being used around this Dragapult. Awesome stuff. Not that I play the game at all, but I do kind of keep up with some of that ideas, some of that content. Got that Sydney trainer going out as well. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going on eBay. Definitely got quite a few things going on eBay. I actually didn't send anything out the last couple days, and I have a really big order going out to a really special guy, so we're going to go ahead and get into that. So this first card going out, obviously, is going to be that interviewer's questions. Awesome stuff here. This one's going out to Alicia for $3. Really awesome OG vintage here, y'all. Base set, but not just any base set. That is shadowless base set. There is no shadow on that card. Really dope card. Customer got a great deal on this. Appreciate you, Russell, for $3.50. Michelle picked up this Alchemy for $2. Really great heat ran here from Diamond and Pearl promos. Awesome card. Beautiful artwork. Again, these older cards, just nothing beats them. The newer modern stuff just got nothing on these older cards. But this is going out to Michael for $14. Appreciate you, Michael. Great Pikachu here going out to Danielle. This is from the Roaring Skies. Really awesome older set here from XY. Going out for $6. Aaron picked this one up for $3. Electabuzz here from XY Evolutions going out to Brian for $2.50. Got that second Megalopony going out. We've pulled both these Megaloponies, and here we are sending the second one out. This one's going out to Casey for $20 shipped. And then I am not sure what's going on with this Alakazam card, because I've been selling a few of these all of a sudden, and I haven't sold these things forever, but here I am shipping out a few more. I actually think I have 2 going out today. So we've got this one going out to Chase for $3.50. Awesome Pikachu. This Pokéday box Pikachu with the 30th anniversary promo stamp on it. For those who don't know, this card recently just got a PSA 10 for $500 sold, and the cards are just blowing up. I've got so many people buying this card for me. I actually sold this one for $10. Get a little face swirl up there. So definitely a great card. I'm sure the customers are going to grade it. We kind of joked about it a little bit. Giggity, giggity. Shane here got this Yu-Gi-Oh card for $4. Antonio picked up the Slowpoke for $2. Groudon's going out to Swank for $6. Awesome in the Zorora here going out to Emily for $6. Got a couple more Yu-Gi-Oh cards going out. Got that Black Magic Ritual going out to Lindsay for $7. And then we have a Morphin Jar going out to Christina for $7. Katrina here took advantage of my buy 3 get 1 free. You can take advantage of my buy 3 get 1 free. Just scan the QR code, goes right over to my eBay. Everything over there on my eBay is buy 3 get 1 free. And I'm also currently doing a 10% off discount to my viewers and subscribers here. This is the only place I'm giving this coupon code out. All you gotta do is enter I subscribe 2026 when you go to checkout, and that should save you 10% off. I will say that I'm not sure if this will allow you to stack it with the buy 3 get 1 free. David just made an order a couple days ago, and it didn't seem like he was able to stack the deals. So I apologize if eBay doesn't allow you to do that. That's not at all how I intended it. But if you're just going to be getting one card, you should be able to use that coupon code for sure. Yeah, Katrina picked up the Springer 2, got a couple Lux Rays, and then the Shinx here for $8. Cameron picked this one up for $3. Got that Poke Kid going out to Jonathan for $2. And then the rest of these cards are going out to a really awesome guy, my buddy, my fellow mod, and someone I like to call friend, David. Appreciate you, David, for putting in such an awesome order, man. We got a $64 order going out to David. He picked up 23 cards. And then while he was hanging out with me on my live as I was processing some bulk, he just kept claiming some more cards. He was doing his whole mind thing, you know. So he just kept claiming a bunch of cards that we were going through and opening up and going through some bulk. But we picked up a few more things for him to finish off his master set. He's master set in Prismatic, and he needs a whole bunch of Pokeballs and stuff. So we were able to help him up with that. But let's go ahead and see what he did pick up from off of my eBay. It said he picked up 23 cards, so we'll go ahead. Really awesome stuff. He definitely picked up a bunch of stuff that I had on my eBay for a while as well, so I really appreciate that. He picked up some older listings, so that's great. And then he wanted to have his own signed card. I don't know, y'all. I've never signed a card before. I have a terrible signature. So this is what you got, David. I really appreciate you. David is the absolute first person to get a signed card from me. So GG to you, brother. Again, I really appreciate you. All right, let's get back into some actual Pokemon cards going out. We got that Regius Scotland. Yeah, Zacian going out. Energy Switch. Awesome stuff here. Got that Radiant Jirachi. Actually, I have another one of these listed. Bulbasaur. He picked up a bunch of stuff from the Detective Pikachu. I hope if you need any more of these Detective Pikachu cards, David, let me know. I definitely have more that I have put away that I haven't listed yet. I've been kind of trying to hoard these a little bit to have a complete set for myself, honestly. I don't know that I plan to keep it or if I was going to sell it, but I was trying to complete the set as well. So I do have stashed away some other ones that you may need. Yeah, you got the Bulbasaur, you got the Mr. Mime, got that Lickitung. These are from Detective Pikachu. You got that Jigglypuff, Magikarp. Got this Mew, really awesome Mew, absolutely beautiful card. This is a simplified Chinese. See the back is normal, but yeah, that's definitely a great artwork, awesome stuff. Same with this Celebi. Celebi is a really great card, also simplified Chinese, as well as this Celebi too. But these things are just absolutely beautiful. Charmander from Detective Pikachu, Psyduck from Detective Pikachu, Snowball, and the Morel. All those were from Detective Pikachu. I think that's the last of them. Got a Seal, Lucario. David's got to have his Lucarios. Awesome stuff. This is a Gym Heroes, Erica's Dratini. What an awesome OG vintage card here. And then the rest of this stuff is going to be stuff that I'm helping David master set with. Stuff he was just excited to get. I didn't charge him for it. I just thank you from me to him. Yeah, he picked up. This is going to be the last. I just supplied him with every single copy of this card that he needed. The non-holo, the regular reverse, the Pokeball. I don't think I got him the Master Ball. We didn't get him the Master Ball, right? Yeah, I don't think so. But we got him all the other ones. So we got him Fan Random Pokeball. Like I said, we got a bunch of different Pokeballs for him. Bronzor, Friends of Paldea. Got some hippos up in there, some professors, a Glaceon and the Flareon. Those were definitely good ones to add to it for sure. Those are nice Pokeballs, as well as this Groudon. And then this is one of the last EXs he needed. I think he only needs one more, but he needed the Mega Scrafty for Ascended Heroes. And then I also picked up, we got a Fart Swirl, y'all. We got a Fart Swirl. Attention Kmart shoppers. Let me get it on camera. Come on, I don't have a good lighting here. So my light that I rely so much on to make all my filming broke last night. I dropped it in the middle of my live. It fell over and the whole entire thing broke. I'm so disappointed. But it's got a cool Fart Swirl on it. I promise. We were definitely able to show it off last night, but it is just not picking it up tonight. That's all right. And we got some more Pokeballs going out. Awesome stuff. Again, this is going to be helping finish his Prismatic Master set. And then this is energy from Crown Zenith. Hollow Energy. I think he's also Master Set in Crown Zenith. He's Master Set in pretty much everything from Sword and Shield and on. And then the Dusclops here. Again, really appreciate you, David. And I appreciate all my other bios. You guys are awesome for supporting me. I hope you all enjoyed this. And if you did, go ahead and show me some love by hitting that like. Make sure you're a subscriber. And leave a little comment down in the comments section.